Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we're going to talk about 22 business loans and credit lines for startups. This is going to be a value-packed video. If you are looking for business loans and credit lines for your business, if you are a startup company or you're looking to start a company, you definitely want to watch this entire video because it is going to be value-packed with a lot of information about getting funding for your startup company. If you want to see more videos about business credit, business loans, personal credit, business grants, and more, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on when I release new videos. And also like this video if you find this content valuable. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so conventional banks are not a good place to look for startup loans. Usually they want 2 to 3 years of tax returns before they will lend you any money. If you're lucky, you might get a single credit card. Over 89% of business applications are denied by the big banks. So conventional loans, SBA loans are tough to qualify for because the lender and the SBA will evaluate all aspects of the business and the business owner for approval. To get approved, all aspects of the business and the business owner's personal finances must be near perfect in order to get approved. So if you are a startup, try to stay away from cash flow financing as well, because they want you to be in business at least a year. And they also want you to have at least $10,000 in monthly deposits. Private investors can be problematic too. So usually they want 2 to 3 years of tax returns as well, just like traditional banks. And of course, if you are a startup, you're not going to have 2 to 3 years worth of tax returns for your business, but they will also probably ask for personal tax returns if you're not able to provide business tax returns. So venture capital is not an option unless you have a truly groundbreaking product or service. VCs, which is venture capitalists, want to see quick returns on their investment. They also want a chunk of the ownership of your business. Unsecured financing can provide some of the highest loan amounts for startups. You can get 0% business credit cards with stated income. No financials required. These report to the business reporting agencies. You can build business credit at the same time. This will get you access to even more money without a personal guarantee. So you can usually get a loan of 5 times the amount of your highest revolving credit limit account now. This is up to $150,000. This is the highest amount of financing you'll typically see for a startup. It is usually 5 times what you could get on your own when applying for cards. You can get cash out on this program as well. So there is no impact on your personal credit with this type of financing. You need a 700 credit score or a guarantor with good credit to get an approval. With good personal credit, you can get unsecured credit cards with a personal guarantee. With good business credit, you can get unsecured credit cards without a personal guarantee. So unsecured credit cards with good personal credit. Approval amounts range from $10,000 up to $150,000. There is no consumer reporting, but there is some business reporting involved. So excellent personal credit with open revolving credit. Low inquiries. Approval amounts equal to current limits. 0 to 25% APR. 0% for 6 to 18 months. 9% success fee. Okay, so unsecured credit cards with good business credit. So the approval amounts will range from $10,000 to $50,000. Report to business credit reporting agencies. Takes 6 months to build credit profile. Personal credit is not used for pre-qualification. Approval amounts equal to current limits. 0 to 25% APR. 0% for 6 to 18 months. So the difference is to get startup capital right away. If you're just now starting a business, or even if you have already started the business, you would need to have good personal credit or you will need to have good business credit. But it takes at least a few months to build up your business credit profile. And you'll use that by adding vendor accounts, net 30 accounts to your credit report that does not require a personal credit check. If you want to learn more about that, there is a link in the description to a webinar that I did that explains how to build business credit from scratch without using your personal credit at all. So you're going to only use your EIN number. So there are a lot of loans startups can get. They're usually not coming from banks. You can get access to $25,000, $50,000, or even $100,000 in initial funding. So startup loans. Let's talk a little bit about that. You can get specialized financing to buy things you need to get your business started. You can get equipment financing and leasing to buy new equipment. You can get loans to put up commercial signs. You can get loans to get graphic wraps for your vehicles. So your best bet is collateral-based loans. Use your assets as collateral. Rates are often 5% or less, so very low rates. Your personal credit rating doesn't matter. So the types of collateral you can use your 401k if you have one, stocks. You can use existing inventory, accounts receivable, or you can ask a friend or family member who has these kinds of assets if you don't have any. They may be interested in letting you leverage their assets in exchange for a percentage of your business. They usually want less of a percentage of your company than a venture capitalist would. 401k financing is typical. So let's talk a little bit about 401k financing. So you can use existing 401k or IRA as collateral for business financing. This program uses IRS proven strategies, pay no tax penalties, still earn interest on your 401k. There are low rates, often less than 5%. You can close and fund in less than 3 weeks. You can usually get up to 100% of what's rollable within your 401k. So up to 200% financing. So these are the steps. Okay, so you form a new corporation. You create a retirement plan that allows for investment into the corporation. Funds are rolled over into the new plan. The new plan purchases stock in corporation and holds it. Then corporation becomes debt-free and cash-rich. So here's another type of financing, securities-based financing. You can use existing stocks as leverage to get business financing. You can borrow as much as 90% of the value of your stocks. You continue to earn interest on the stocks pledged as collateral. Closing and funding takes less than 3 weeks. So 70 to 90% loan to value. Rates are low. They go as low as 1.6%. This is also considered a working capital line of credit. This is good for people with challenged personal credit. Okay, so now we have accounts receivable financing. So use outstanding account receivables for financing. Get as much as 80% of your receivables advanced ongoing in less than 24 hours. Remainder of the accounts receivable is released once the invoice is paid in full. Closing takes 2 weeks or less. Factor rates as low as 1.33%. Accounts receivable credit line with rates of less than 1% with no consumer credit requirement. Receivables should be with the government or another business. If you also have purchase orders, you can get financing to have those filled. You won't need to use your cash flow to do so. So again, get forwarded up to 80% of receivables. You have to be in business for at least 1 year. These must be receivables from another business. Rates of 1.25% all the way up to 5%. Okay, so now let's talk about inventory financing. You can use existing inventory as collateral for business financing. So if you've already purchased inventory for your business, you can then turn around and use that same inventory to get financing for your business using your inventory as collateral. You'll need inventory valued at $300,000 or more, you can get approved for a line of credit for 50% of your inventory value. Rates are usually 5% to 15% depending on the type of inventory. Funding within 3 weeks or less. Minimum inventory loan is about $150,000. General loan to value cost is 50%. So inventory value would have to be $300,000 or more. It cannot be lumped together inventory like office equipment. So another type of financing is equipment financing. You can get financing to buy or lease new equipment. So you'll use your first and last month's payments to get approved. Rates vary widely based on risk factors. You can get approved with average credit of 650 or more. So the lender will undervalue equipment by possibly up to 50%. This is on major equipment only. The lender won't combine a lot of small equipment. Loans go up to $2 million. So there is also a type of financing called equipment sale or lease back. So if you already own your equipment free and clear, you can use that as collateral for financing. So I have a lot of truckers ask about financing. So if you own a trucking company, if you own your truck free and clear, you can use that as collateral for financing. You are selling the equipment to a lender for cash. You are then leasing it back from them. You need at least one larger piece of higher value equipment to qualify. Funding is in as little as 3 weeks. So other types of collateral. So for investors looking to buy and flip properties who also have cash experience and average credit can get financing as well. You can get financing against commercial real estate. Insurance agents can get book of business financing. Now, as far as business credit goes, if you don't know what business credit is or how it works, business credit is linked to your EIN number and not your social security number. This credit is available without a personal guarantee. It is available regardless of personal credit. You can get business credit immediately, even as a startup. So business credit benefits. Anyone can pull your business credit reports. You need business credit to qualify for loans. You can get high limit accounts quickly. You don't need a personal guarantee or credit check. So this is one of the fastest ways to get money beyond immediate funding. So if you don't qualify for any of these types of funding that I've talked about so far, you can start building your own business credit just using your EIN number, starting from scratch. You can learn more about that again by going to that webinar that I did on how to build business credit using only your EIN number. Okay, so SBA startup loans. You'll usually need to show some time in business for these. The most popular SBA loan for working capital is the 7A. You can get approved for up to $750,000. Rates are usually 2 to 4% above prime rate. All owners with more than 20% ownership must provide a personal guarantee. Good consumer credit is required. Low documentation programs are available as well. So SBA Express is a faster way to secure a SBA loan. You can get a loan amount up to $250,000. Rates usually range from 2% to 4% above prime rates. Also available in Community Express for low and moderate income entrepreneurs. SBA 504 is the SBA's second most popular loan type, often used to purchase land, equipment, and real estate. The bank funds the loan, and the SBA generally guarantees up to 40%. You can usually get a loan up to $1 million. You must contribute 10% of the equity typically. So the 7M is their microloan program. Loans go up to $35,000 for working capital and growth. Average loan amounts are about $10,000. Funds come directly from the SBA. This is unlike the 7A where funds come from the bank. Okay, so private equity lines of credit, often $250,000, $500,000, and $1 million, 8% rates. You need 20% liquid capital. You can use funds from other funding. You need to have mid 600s credit score for your personal credit. You must produce your tax returns from the last couple of years. Now we have house reseller financing. You need to have a 660 or higher FICO score. Flipping experience required. So this is for people interested in real estate. This is a type of financing that you can get for real estate businesses. You must have cash on hand to put into escrow. You can get up to 65% of after repaired value. It is an 8% rate or so, 6-month term. So we have another type of financing. We're almost done. This one is called Book of Business Financing. Commissions from the Book of Business will serve as collateral. You can borrow 2 to 3 times annual renewal commissions. This is a long-term loan. Also, other ways of getting money is federal grants. So like scholarships for schools, grants generally do not have to be paid back. We also talk about grants on this channel. I have a ton of videos talking about different grants on this channel. Some of the grants may be expired by now because they all have different deadlines. But I just recently did a few videos about some brand new grants that have not expired yet. You can check that out after this video. The general government wants to give you money. The federal government wants to give you money. For urban projects, try HUD, which is the Housing and Urban Development, such as funding opportunity number FR 6100 N06, HUD Community Compass Technical Assistance and Capacity Building Program Fund or Funding Opportunity FR 6100 N21B Fair Housing Initiative Program, Fair Housing Organizations Initiative. So those are 2 different opportunities that you can apply for urban projects. So for rural projects, you can try the USDA Department of Agriculture. They have a small business innovation research program, which I've talked about before on this channel. Also, they have a renewable energy systems and energy efficiency improvements program. So when you do federal funding, you have to make sure that paperwork is filled out completely and correctly to be considered at all. You generally have to show experience in what you're proposing. There also are state and local grants as well. Your local government also provides grants such as grants to Miami Beach, Florida, nonprofits and businesses for programs to promote tourism. The Texas Enterprise Fund. Also, I did a video recently about how to find grants on your own not too long ago. So check that out too if you want to learn how to find grants for your business. This generally is less restrictive than federal grants. So state and local grants are a little bit easier to get than the federal grants. So you will need to show you will be helping the community. See if you can partner with a local business to improve your odds of getting approved. So when it comes to startup financing, your startup is your dream, but it needs money to get going and to survive. Get and keep it going with credit lines and unsecured loans. We can help you with that. All you need to do is click the link in the description and in the pinned comments to learn how you can get business credit for your business without using your personal credit, without using yourself as a personal guarantee, only using your EIN number. You can check out that webinar, or if you have anything mentioned in this video as far as collateral, there also will be an application link in the description where you can fill out an application form for us to be able to help you directly one-on-one so that we can get you financing for your business. If you have collateral or if you have good personal credit, we can help you get financing for your business very quickly. If you don't have good personal credit and you don't want to use your personal credit, check out that webinar that is going to talk to you about building business credit from scratch without using your personal credit. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell icon to receive notifications on when I drop new videos. Make sure that you share this video with someone that you would think need this information to help them in their business, and also like this video to help boost this video out to more people. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.